Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today, we are going to stuff $883 into cash envelopes, sinking funds, and setting some aside for our savings challenges. If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It is about everything I've just said, plus a little bit about our investing journey. It is also about how we stash our money, where we stash our money, but most importantly, why we stash our money. If you have not already, hit subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it if you did. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. And everyone, please take a second, smash that thumbs up button for me. All right, so my paycheck takes care of the bills. Once that is done, we then set aside, we budget out every dollar. We are on a zero-based budget, and every dollar has a job in our house. Sometimes it's a dollar here, a dollar there. Sometimes it's larger chunks of money. We have lots of things going on right now, to include some changes that you will see in the upcoming stuff, just because life happens, you know? So we're going to start with our cash envelopes. Now, cash envelopes are not emptied out every week. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Some of these come out of my check, some of these come out of my honey's check. Gas comes out of my honey's check. Groceries comes out of my honey's check, but we have been spending a little bit extra in the grocery department, so we are actually going to take $40 and buffer the grocery account. All right, stuff this in my envelope. My child gets an allowance that comes out of my honey's check. Paper products. These are kept separate from the groceries, so I know what I'm spending on paper products. Like, it's about time to go do a paper towel, toilet paper, and bottled water run. We are getting low on some of those things, and it's time to go spend some of that money. Pet is going to get $10. This mostly is for the birds. My honey loves to feed the birds, nature, he loves all of it, and in doing so, we need some money. I should probably start to buffer this a little bit more just because we have an aging dog who is probably going to need some vet work soon, so I should probably start to change this up just to make sure that we've got some vet covered. Our cash, I put $20 in. That's kind of like my spending money. Sometimes I spend it all, sometimes I don't spend any of it. It just depends, but it does not get emptied out. It just kind of rolls over and builds up so I can do what I would like when I want, and I have the cash to do it. It also takes care of my Dunkin' runs when I go do one of those. And toiletries, just like paper products, stay separate. I think it's about time to go get things like shampoo and conditioner again. I think we're starting to run out of that. I do a pretty good job of bulk buying that stuff. I'm a huge couponer, so I will coupon and wipe everything out in here and then start all over again. And those are our cash envelopes. All right, put that to the side. Up next, we have some priorities that we are going to be saving for in this upcoming year. One of them, this is a new envelope. This is for my youngest. He is a junior in high school, getting ready to be a senior. He has some things that are getting ready to come up. Because of that, we have decided that we need to start focusing on this. They have a school trip coming up. They're going down to Busch Gardens and Busch Gardens and somewhere else down in Tampa. My brain all of a sudden forgot where it was, but we need that. We need money for that. And then he also wants to do a summer orienteering camp. And I think we're going out to Texas this year, and that's a long way for us. So we decided we needed to rearrange some budget lines and start working on summer camp. So we're going to put $350 in there. 1, 2, 3, 50. I actually will start to do a savings challenge, one of those mini changes that's coming up. You'll see this being stuffed into appropriate school trips and summer camp envelopes later down the road, and there is not a tracker in here. This is a new folder, and this is a new folder. Honey's truck has been having some issues. We bit the bullet and went ahead and bought a new truck. Put some money down means that money had to come out of somewhere. So we have some big changes coming with our budget and reallocating and reshifting that money. So we were debt-free the end of 2024. we made it 3 months before we needed to get another payment just because we did not have the money to pay for cash for a brand new truck. So because of that, we have some things shifting. I am going to come back here and snag my new vehicle. So we rated our $10,000 savings challenge, took the $5,000 that was in there and put it as down payment. My honey he didn't want to do the rest of it, so we are actually going to take this this 1140, and we are going to put this on the very first payment so that we can start to bring the truck down. Kind of makes me a little sad, but I was very glad that we were able to put money down on it. So we're going to stick both of these back here. Up next, we have what we call our emergencies. So this emergency fund is separate than our $1,000 emergency fund. We have our $1,000 emergency fund, and actually I'm going to be real, Dave Ramsey, so sorry, I'm not comfortable with just $1,000. It's a $5,000 savings emergency fund for us. But then we also have those random things come up. One of the kids called a while back, hey, is there any chance that I'm in a tight spot. Could you help me out? Yes, of course we can. So that's what this is for. It really helps for those little unexpected emergencies that come up so we don't have to break into our true emergency fund. So there should be $12 in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're like, Rosa, why is the $5? We'll get to that in just a second. So we'll stuff that in there. Family birthdays. We getting ready to have one. So this will be dropping by $100. We do $100 birthdays around here. I put $25 of every one of my checks in. So we are up to $375 in here, but that's really an illusion because I know, like I said, I know I'm about to take 100 out for a birthday. All right, we do have some in the bank working for us. That's what these are. So this isn't it's in a money market. It's not in my high yield interest or my high yield savings account. Instead, it's in a money market. The money market doesn't earn as much as my high yield, but this I can just go to the bank and get real quick, where my high yield, I have to wait for it to transfer out. So logistics, but that's where this is. So 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60, 75. All right. So birthday goes in. Excuse me. Car maintenance is up next. Now, I rated this yesterday and didn't stop to write anything down. So give me a second. We took 50 out for a tow in order to get my husband's old truck home. So there should only be 66 in here real quick before I add any money. 50, 60, 65, 66. We're going to add another $20 to car maintenance. So that'll take us up to 86. 50, 70, 80, 85, $86. Let's take that back there. Up next is medical. This is, I love this envelope. It has saved us time and time again. We're going to put $5 in it. Fortunately, right now, for those of you that have been around, you know that I've been having some issues health-wise. I have an HSA card, which fortunately has been taking care of most of the bills now that I've stopped seeing the chiropractor. So just trying to build this back up. So in case we need something medical-wise, we have the money for it. So there should be 57 in here. 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. Love my HSA card. Love it, love it, love it. It's taking care of everything for us. All right, tags. So there is a lot of money in here now. Because my honey got a new truck, they went ahead and re-upped his tag. So we don't have to pay for tags this year. So I will continue just to add $1 to this, just so that it will continue to grow a little bit. I have a feeling though that we will have a lot of extra money in here when it comes to tags, to the point I think we can even pay for next year's tags. So we should have 177 in here. Again, money in the money market that is growing. 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 170, 75, 76, 77. Again, way too much in here because now we're just paying for my tag this year, which should run us about $30. All right, let's see. We will go in order of what's on my piece of paper. Up next is stuff for my child. I know there's still a $5 bill there. We'll get to it. And actually, we are going to start with this binder for my child. We are in the process of saving for his first car. Yay! We are going to put $20 for my check into here. Sometimes I can put 20, sometimes I can put more. Sometimes it's just the $50 for my honey's check, and that's it. We will stuff this on a different day so that we can, there we go, so that we will have it. Let's see what's next. School is next. So we're back to this binder. And we are going to put in, let's see what I said, $70. So there is a 50, 5, 10, 15, 20. That makes 70. I break it up this way because 50 of this automatically goes into his lunch account. All right. Add 50, which will bring us up to 150. It's creeping on time for me to pay his lunch account again, get some money in there for him. So I know that I have it. I try to do it in $100 chunks. And then the other 20 just kind of goes into different categories. So dry cleaning and polish. I know that he is getting ready to do the military ball. And I know that we're going to have to dry clean the uniform before we can turn it in. They let them have a dress coat for it, and it has to be dry cleaned before it can go back to the cleaners. And we'll need to do his pants too. You know what? I should probably put $10 in there. Yeah, we're going to put $10 in because I forgot I'm probably going to have to get his pants dry cleaned before he goes as well. So let's change that to 10, which will bring us up to 25. And that should pay for all of the dry cleaning that we need. Oh, come on, open. There we go. Orienteering is a sport my honey bunny or my little man loves. So we're going to add 5 to it, which will bring us up to 16 in here. 5, 10, 15, 16. We just paid for his military ball ticket, so we're not going to put any money in there. Extra car insurance, back to school clothes. Book list, looking good, class ring, driver's license, driver's ed, picture day. Let's see, all we have is 5. I think we're going to put it in back to school clothes because we need to start working on that. All right, plus 5, we'll just put $5 in here. Just trying to spread the love a little here and a little there and thinking about what is coming up or what is long-term that we can get some money saved for. All right, so that's $70. Oops, silly me, I shouldn't have closed that. We actually are going to put some money back for his senior year. We will do this on another day, but we're just going to put $40 into our senior year envelope. Flop, and away we go. All right, so that's $70 or $40 for his senior year is set to the side. Now it is time to put some money for our savings challenges. So we have a handful of different savings challenges we do. The first one up is what I call my nickel challenge. It is where we are saving for an emergency fund. That's where this goes. It goes into it's the rest of my emergency fund. And this check, I actually had extra that is going straight towards my nickel challenge. We're going to put an extra $20 in there. Yay! Help get that done a little bit faster because it is taking forever to make it through my nickel challenge. We are also doing Save 2025 and 2025. It's my yearly challenge. And the purpose of this is to save for Christmas. So we're going to put $50 into here, plus what is already there. We were doing, I was putting a little in here for the holiday challenge. Now that goes somewhere else. We are not doing the $1 challenge this year, and we stopped doing our home improvement, but I've decided to keep those cards in here in case one of them happens to come back into a savings challenge. All right, and then we have our 1 month ahead. Now excuse me, My 1 month ahead challenge, I usually take $15 from my check and I put it into here. Well, it just so happens that I still have not fixed a budget line. We have too much coming out for, well, I have too much budgeted originally for car insurance. We've just recently gotten a new truck, which means car insurance changed. There was still some extra left over, and we actually are going to put $80 in there. So it's my 15 plus extra that is going to help us pay down excuse me, get ahead on our 1 month ahead. So can't wait to stuff that when it is time to do my 1 month ahead challenge again. All right, and then we've already moved money into Fidelity for both my investing savings challenge, and we've also put money into my IRA. So all of that was automatically transferred over. And now it's time to deal with all of the sinking funds that we have going on. We have a bazillion sinking funds. These truly have not seen a lot of cash over the last year, 2 years, because we were super focused on getting out of debt. Because of that, not much went in here. With the truck, I need to make it through a handful of things for my child before we start to really focus on and get that payment down and gone. So until that happens, we are going to continue to put a little bit of money into my too many sinking funds. So the first one up is anniversary. And this is partly about small amounts add up. So we're going to add $2, which will bring us up to $9. $5, $6, $7, $8, $9. Most of these are only going to get $1 or $2, not a whole lot of money in anything. For some reason, I've decided that I need to start a car deductible fund in case something happens and we need to be able to get our $1,000 for a car deductible. I thought this would kind of be a great way to have it without having to break into our emergency fund. So car deductible, clothes. We have a growing child, and plus my honey and I sometimes both need clothes. So we're going to add $10, which will bring us up to 37 in here. 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. We somehow have been short on escrow the last couple of years. It's really starting to annoy me. I figured that instead of having my payment continue to increase, that it would probably be a good idea to start putting a little aside for in case we, again, have to have an extra escrow. And $1, basically $1 a month, really isn't a whole lot, but it's a little bit more than what we had before, and it could be the difference between me having to pull from something else or being able to pull a little bit out of here. And as extra money comes available, could it go in there? Most definitely. Family time. This is for us to go out and to do something as a family is going to get $2. We have the fair coming up really soon. I think that I may need to readjust what goes in here next month so that we can have fair money. So there's 18 in here. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Fireproof safe. We got a small fireproof safe some time back. Oh, we need a new sheet and they are nowhere around me. So we will just write on here and I'll make sure I get new sheets for next time. So we're going to add $1. We got a small fireproof safe a while back and I would love to get my honey a huge stand-up one. So just trying to save for that again. Furniture, how we need furniture, but it's not a priority right now. We have other things that are priorities. So we are going to add $1, which will bring us up to $6. All right. The garden, decided it needed to get a little bit more than $1 because it is creeping on garden season. So we're going to drop $3 in here to help build this back up. I rated it a while back to pay for some things, and now we need to really build it up. So we're going to add $3, which will bring us up to $9 in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gifts, these are for people outside of family. we're gonna add $3 in here. Oh, I must have rated it recently because it is empty. Oh, my mom had a birthday. That's exactly what it was, because I can tell you based off the date that it zeroed out. We're gonna add 3, which brings us up to 3 whole whopping dollars. Yay! This envelope fluctuates. It's up, it's down, who knows? All right, house deductible. It's kind of like the car, kind of like the escrow. Just thought it would be a good idea to start it. Don't know if we would need it, but it's always nice to have it. And if I need to rate it down the road, at least I can rate it. All right, home repair. We are in need of an air conditioner, like the whole house air conditioner. We're probably going to do another window unit again this year because the one we currently have is dying very quickly. But we need to do something. So I figured I should probably start to put a little bit more into home maintenance so that we can pay for an air conditioner. So 20, 40, 45, 50, 51. The window unit's going to run us about $500. That's probably going to have to come out of either our spendable savings or our emergency savings. I don't know yet. Hurricane supplies. We do live in Florida. We do deal with hurricanes. And I have had to raid a handful of folders here and there to pay for hurricane supplies. Thought it'd be a good idea to start one. Yes, I know there's only $2 in here. It'll be okay. Land is still on. Hold on, I missed a. Oh, I know why, because it's still in a different spot. I named it something else. All right, land is still on the priority list to continue putting money in. We are going to add another $25 to here. I was only adding between 5 and 10 because we're not saving for a new car anymore. This is kind of now the focus. So there will be $965 in here. And all of this is in, where is this? I think this is in the money market so that I can access if I need it. So 965, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 65. All right. So land, miscellaneous. You would think with all of these crazy envelopes that I would have enough. Do you know why we have a hurricane supplies? Because I've had to raid the miscellaneous enough times. It's for all of those other random things that I don't think about until all of a sudden I need it. So we're going to add 3, which will bring us up to 19, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. New vehicle is still on the list. I don't know exactly how I'm going to, let's see, transfer to pay off. All right, so we're going to add $5. I don't know if this is going to continue being for a new vehicle or if it's just going to be to pay down. I don't know yet exactly what we're going to do with this, but I am still going to put a little bit of money. Sometimes it'll be $5, sometimes it'll be $1. Just depends because we do now have a payment for a truck. Makes me sad, but at least my honey is happy. Office supplies is another random one. It's going to get $1. I have an addiction to pens and pencils. I don't know if anybody else out there does, but I know I do. So we're up to $5 in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's office supplies, tax shortage. I thought we were going to be short on our taxes this year when we did income taxes. Fortunately, we were not, but it did get me a little worried. So I thought it would be nice to go ahead and start building up in case we do owe extra on our taxes one year. And again, it's not going to be a whole lot in there, but something is better than nothing. And the last envelope that's going to get a little bit of love today is vacation gas. This is about to be spent. Spring break is coming up for my child, and I'm about to drive him down to see family. And when I do, it'll come out of here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, because that's not part of regular gas money. And $8 really isn't going to buy a lot in the gas tank, but it at least will cover some of it. And that is how quickly we have stuffed, what was it, $883? I think. Let me turn my calculator. Yep, $883 is what we have stuffed today. If you have any questions or just want to say hey, I'd love if you drop it in chat, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.